Hello, Matthew. Hello, theatre goers. This is the beginning of my preview of what's on theatre wise in July. And I have to tell you, it's an incredibly busy month with shows going on at Headgate, the Mercury Theatre, but also down at Frinton during their summer season, Castle Park, and adding into the mix, it's the Colchester Fringe Weekender. In fact, in 1 week in July, the week beginning the 20th of July, we have Sweeney Todd, Frinton Summer Theatre, Our Country's Good in Castle Park, Soho Cinders at Headgate, and the Colchester Fringe Weekender. I think I need to break this all down a little bit. So here we go. Let's start with the Headgate Theatre in July. We have on Saturday the 4th to Sunday the 5th of July, Matilda the Musical Junior. Now, this is presented by Donovan's Academy of Dance and Theatre Arts, and I've heard them rehearsing in the Headgate, and it sounds wonderful. So this is a junior version of Matilda the Musical. I think that's not to be missed. Speaking of musicals, a brand new company are presenting Soho Cinders. Now, this is an alternative fairy tale. Welcome to Soho, where fairy tales get a fabulous and sometimes irreverent twist. Robbie is a cheeky, big-hearted dreamer who finds himself swept off his feet by James Prince, a charming and ambitious politician running for mayor. But when their secret romance hits the tabloids, the fairy tale sparkles turn to flashes of scandal. This is Essex Theatre Arts performance, and this LGBTQ musical really offers an alternative to the traditional Cinderella storyline. Recommended 14 plus with parental guidance, contains some strong language, adult themes, and unapologetically cheeky humour. Now, that runs from Wednesday the 22nd of July to Saturday the 25th of July, and tickets are selling quite well. So if you're interested, don't leave it too long to book your tickets, and I'm hoping to speak to the team in another bulletin. Visiting the theatre, the Headgate, for one night only on Sunday the 26th of July, Dot Productions presents the classic Oscar Wilde play, Lady Windermere's Fan, a witty and charming 5-actor adaptation of the classic play. And that's on Sunday, 26th of July. As always at Headgate, there's much more than theatre. Always worth checking out. Go to the website, headgatetheatre.co.uk. The Mercury Theatre is playing host to some of the Colchester Fringe productions. That's the Colchester Fringe Weekender. I'll just flag them up here and I'll give more details in another bulletin, especially about the Colchester Fringe Weekender. Do not miss the return of Breathe by Jazz Ely, presented by Three Wishes Theatre Company. I saw this at the regular Colchester Fringe last October. Absolutely brilliant. One of the best new plays that I saw last year. Really do check it out. It's on Thursday the 23rd of July till Saturday the 25th of July with various times. So do look at the website, and that's in the Mercury Studio, along with the fantastic A Year and a Day. And this is returning after enormous success. Christopher Satan Clark is a genius, a wonderful performer and playwright. Now, A Year and a Day was performed at one of the first Colchester Fringe, either the first or the second one, and was done at the Headgate Rehearsal Studios. Since then, it's gained international fame. And if you saw The Night Ali Died, which is Chris's other brilliant show at the Fringe last year, then do not miss A Year and a Day. That's in the Mercury Studio, Thursday the 23rd to Saturday the 25th of July. And again, times vary. He is on his way to Edinburgh to present The Night Ali Died. So you're going to see some pre-Edinburgh talent there, as you will if you go and see One Man Poe, The Black Cat and the Raven. These are timeless tales by Edgar Allan Poe. The Black Cat and the Raven performed back to back by one actor. It's won numerous awards in Edinburgh, and again, you're going to get the chance to see this before it goes to the Edinburgh Fringe. That's Friday the 24th of July to Saturday the 25th of July. Times vary. Also in the Mercury, I just want to flag up to you Crips with Chips. This is on Friday the 31st of July, and it's presented by Grey Eye, the theatre company that champion disabled artists, and under the mentorship of award-winning local writer Nicola Werenowska, jointly directed by Jenny Seeley, who is the artistic director of Grey Eye, we get a chance to see and hear excerpts from new work written and performed by local artists with disabilities. The lineup's tremendous. It really is. I know a couple of people, which I'm really chuffed about. But you also, on a pun with the title, it's called Crips with Chips. You also get some chips to eat whilst you're watching the show. So that's a great lineup at the Mercury. Summer Continues by the Seaside at Frinton. What a lineup they have in July. First off, it's King Kong-ish. This is a spoof of the classic film and story. I've seen the cast announcement. 3 actors play over 50 characters. And this is on the 7th to the 11th of July. It should be a hoot. They follow that up with their regular murder mystery, Write Me a Murder, which performs on the 14th to the 18th of July. Then we have the gorgeous and wonderful Sweeney Todd, Sondheim's classic, possibly my favourite Sondheim musical, which performed in the intimate McGrigor Hall. Should be quite a stunning production. And then they come out of July into August with The Unfriend. This is Stephen Moffat's West End comedy, which is getting its run at Frinton. And it's about an ordinary British couple who meet an enigmatic American woman on a cruise. And they do that British thing of saying, if you're ever in the area, do pop in. Well, she does. And she's a potential murderess. So get yourself down to Frinton to see some joys over the summer. And I'm not finished yet. We return to Castle Park Theatre, where Stagecraft At are presenting Our Country's Good, the classic play that looks at a group of convicts in Australia who were transported there, and they decide to put on a production of The Recruiting Officer. It's an absolutely tremendous play. The director, Richard Bland, is one of the best directors in Colchester, and it's got a terrific cast. This is the 22nd to the 25th of July. If you remember, it's that week that everything seems to be on, but well worth a visit. Do not miss also Plays from the Park, 28th to the 29th of July. These are short plays performed in the Lower Bowls Green, and it is a collection of the very best in new writing from talent in Colchester. And if you want more, on the 30th of July, going into August, The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, presented by Castle Park After Dark. And I'm just going to throw in an early August recommendation for The Jungle Book, presented by the outstanding Chameleons Web Theatre Company. They are performing on August the 1st at Castle Park. It's tremendous. Go to castleparktheatre.co.uk and look at what's on and really get to grips with the tremendous theatre that's taking place.